What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we got a newly launched, at least I think this is newly launched, it's the Punisher Stiletto or Milano knife. It is the TF-595 by TAC-FORCE. Actually a pretty cool looking knife, so let's dive into it and let's see what this thing's got. Okay, so let's start off with some details of this knife. So if we're looking at it right here, closed, you got your aluminum bolsters right here. Almost gives it a chrome look, a darker than just your stainless steel look right there. You do have a plastic handle right there with a half skull Punisher logo on it. Your trigger right there with your thumb grooves or jimpings right there, incorporated into your trigger. So it looks like this way. Flipping it over, you do have a deep belt clip on it, so that's going to be a good thing with this knife sitting in your pocket. You're not going to have to worry too much. It doesn't seem to be too beefy, but having that whole knife in your pocket like that, if you were going for a more concealed side look to it, that's really going to help this thing out. Now, let's see. Boom. Not bad. Try it again with a little flick. Yeah, just a tiny flick to it. You can really throw this blade on out. So, give you a close-up on that. As you can see, guys, just your standard spear point like you would see on a lot of your Stiletto or Milano knives. Blood groove right there in the middle. Seems to be fairly sharp right there. Flipping it over. Same things on the back. Oh, you got your blood groove right there on the back. Not too much to this knife, guys. No really other things on it. You do have your standard liner lock. So, let's see. Single hand deployment. Single hand close. Yeah, you're not going to have any. I was like, you're not going to have any problems. I couldn't open it. Let's try that again. Bam. And then closing it. Depending on the size of your hands, because this is a little bit of a larger blade. But right there, as I'm breaking this knife in, it's getting a little faster. And, anyway. That liner lock got stuck right there. Stuck again. Yeah. Guys, this thing is sticking on me. But, I can still pop it out. You can almost hear it. Listen. I don't know if you can hear that. Put it up to this mic. You hear that? It's catching on that blade. So it's almost like the blade shifted down. And a lot of times with these cheaper knives you're going to have that, and it's still working just fine. You know, how many times have we done it? Probably about 10 or 11. It's getting smoother, but guys, that caught right there. Yeah, there it goes. So, hit or miss, still closes. It might just be a little harder right there on that liner lock. So, as you can see, it's almost like the blade shifted down. I mean, just a hair to make that liner lock pop and make it a little harder to close. But, yeah, see, it's about every third time I do it, that time it catches. So, it's not every single time, but just be cautious if you get this knife that might happen. The blade does feel a little loose, so you could definitely get you a star screwdriver set and tighten this thing up. Now, let's go ahead. I don't know. It didn't feel sharp, but I got a lot of hairs off my arms. So, let's go see how sharp this blade really is. Alright, let's see how sharp this blade really is. So, let's go ahead and start with it straight down. You know, it caught fine, but I had to run it a good bit of this blade. So let's try that at an angle. See what we're working with. Let's try it right here. Yeah, you know, it seems to catch. Let's try it one more time. Maybe on a little bit smaller piece of paper. See if we can't get that run through. Yeah, guys, it's hit or miss. You might want to definitely sharpen this thing up a little bit, but given that it is a spear point, I can already tell that this point is going to be super sharp. So let's see if there's any push on it. Yep, hardly any at all, which is what I was thinking. So guys, you're definitely going to have a sharp tip for puncturing. When you get in, you can see right there where you do have your rips that come through with this cut down. So the point seems to be fine. Sharpen up this belly, you might have a decent sized blade. Okay, so there's definitely a lot sharper stilettos out there, but this one is not terrible at all, especially for the price, guys. That liner lock is still bugging the heck out of me. I don't know why, because it's still working, but it was smooth right there from the start. But guys, the blade, you know, it's not terrible. Throw it on a stone once or twice, and you'll really have this thing sharpened up nice. Now, with these stainless steel blades with the 440Cs like this, I don't know how long they'll hold that edge, but large bevel. So sharpen this sucker up, and you really have a sharp stiletto knife. See, now it's smooth. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let's take a look at this belt clip. So, again, like I was saying, guys, it is a high belt clip, which is nice for this large knife like this. So if it's sitting down in your pocket, it's going to be all the way concealed. Well, you might have not even a quarter of an inch out of your pocket, which all in all, it's going to be fully concealed in your pocket. Now, if you have shallower pockets, I mean, I still feel like it's going to sit, but this might not be the knife for you. However, good pair of jeans, this is going to be fully concealed. So, it's not too beefy, but I want to go see what this thing looks like in the pocket. So, let's go ahead. Let's go do that. Alright, with this high pocket clip right here, I don't think we're going to have a real problem with it, but let's check it out. So, got it right here. Huh. Not sure about that. Seemed to catch right there on my pocket. So, if you check it out, you can see right here. I mean, it's in my pocket, but if you really want to go with that concealed side, you got to push down. Bam. That's going to fray your pocket. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not a good look for this. But, slides in good there. Slides out fine. I mean, if you just wanted it to be in your pocket, have easy access to, bam, there's your trigger. Do what you got to do. Close it up. Put it back in. You're going to be fine. But if you want that deep concealed look, then golly, you're going to have to really, you're going to have to pull that belt or that pocket clip to make it sit on down. Now that might be the purpose of it, but I don't see that being the purpose. So this is about your stopping point unless you really want to fray your pocket. Pull that pocket clip out, go ahead and sink that thing on down and get your concealed look to it right here. Now the printing on it, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. You know, for this knife, it does sit down all the way in your pocket, slides out fine, and your trigger is right there. So, again, I mean, look at all the knife that's going to be in your pocket. So, sliding that in, it's still good there, but you do have a little bit showing. Pull that pocket clip, make it come on down. Your concealed look, your print's fine. Pull it out. Bam. And you are good to go. Okay, so as you saw, it does catch on the pocket. Well, at least it caught on mine. Let me show y'all where it catches. So right up here you have your two screws, and they catch on it. Now, you can push it on down because it will be the inside of your pocket, but a nice pair of jeans over time, that might really fray it up. So be careful when you do that. Guys, I don't know. It's cool looking. It's a cool looking knife, but with that liner lock, well, now it's working. But with that liner lock catching, it's fraying the pocket. I don't know. Not too crazy about it. Boom. Yeah, it's still catching. And that thing's spraying my pocket. Right now I don't like it. I'm mad at it. But overall, guys, it's not a terrible looking knife. It's actually a pretty cool looking knife. And it could be sharp. I could have got a dud when it comes to this lineup. See, right that time it worked. but it felt super lightweight, given the weight is pretty evenly distributed with a lot of these stilettos, and seems to be rather large. So let's go get the weight and measurements of this knife. Alright, let's open this thing up. Boom. Let's see what we're working with on the measurements. Fully open. 9 inches. 9-inch pocket knife right there, guys. And it looks like you've got... Well, they'll tell you it's a 4-inch blade, but if you're counting where that bevel starts, it's going to be 3 3/4 inch blade right there. And then closed, it's a 5-inch pocket knife. So 5 inches fully closed right there, but with that high belt clip, you know, it's still going to be fine. Alright, let's get the weight on it real quick. 5.11. Was thinking it might be in the 4s. Yeah, so a little over 5 ounces. So, it is on the heavier side. For a 9-inch pocket knife, the weight on it is not bad at all. I can actually deal with that. What I can't deal with is this liner lock. It's bugging me. It's like every second time. See, that time it was smooth. That time it was smooth too. And that time it catches. So, about every 1 to 3 times you open it, at least on this one, yeah, that time it was smooth. So 1 out of 4 right there, it's catching. But I've had 3 in a row where that liner lock, it's not malfunctioning or anything, but it's like that blade is sliding down a little bit. It's just a lot harder to close. I don't like the fact that it catches on your pocket right here with the screws. However, I know a lot of times people will carry the stilettos without the pocket clips, give it a more concealed look when they pull it out. So you can get you a star screwdriver and just bam bam and remove this entire belt clip. So if that's the kind of stilettos that you like to carry, you can actually remove this belt clip. So I'm sure that's why they incorporated that, you know, in there. The weight on it's fine, the length on it's fine. Blade could use some sharpening. But for a cheaper knife, guys, it is a cool looking knife. I mean, of course, if you're trying to go this route with the stiletto, it's a cool looking knife, you know, to show off, kind of a show knife. But just be cautious of that liner lock and know that it's probably going to catch. Well, and I won't say it will. You know, you got a pair of khakis, it might not. Thinner pockets, you know, a pair of blue jeans like I got on now, it definitely caught on the pocket. But I'll give you one last close up on it, guys. Again, just your standard spear point blade with your blood groove. Aluminum bolsters right here. Got a plastic handle. Got your thumb grooves up here at the top, which is also a thumb blocker, thumb guard. You know, if you had to use it in a defensive stance. I don't know. Maybe this way with a belt clip, which is weird and odd, but just for me, the belt clip facing inward, you seem to get a little bit better grip if you had to use it defensive type stance. Cutting, you do have the thumb grooves right up here, your jimpings that are incorporated on that trigger. So if you had to cut down, you actually get pretty good control with it this way. So guys, it's not for me. See, that time it's smooth. See, when it works smooth, I like it. But as soon as it starts to catch, I don't like it. So it could just be this knife. So guys, if the belt clip doesn't bother you, if the liner lock starts catching, you know, you might want to send it back. Or, I mean, it still works. It might not bother you at all. You can still single hand deployment, single hand close. Right there it caught. So even if it catches, overall just a cool looking knife, more of a show knife. But sharpen up that blade, maybe remove the belt clip. And if the liner lock seems to work on it, you have yourself a pretty cool looking knife. So guys, subscribe to the channel. If this thing helped you out, if this video helped you out, if you were thinking about getting it, let us know in the comments section below. Like it, and guys, subscribe to the channel again because we've got some fun stuff coming your way, and I will see y'all in the next one.